In this demo, we're going to enable content filtering features on our network security appliance. We're already logged into our security appliance configuration utility through Internet Explorer. We're logged in as our Cisco admin, and we're on the Getting Started page. In the network security appliance, this feature for content filtering is called Protect Link. So we'll go ahead and click on Protect Link, which takes us to the Protect Link tab, and we'll go to Web Protection, and we'll click on Web Threat Protection. You'll notice that this is a feature which is licensed in conjunction with Trend Microsystems, which provides the signature and patterns to our Cisco appliance that it will use for detecting web threats. To enable web threat protection, we simply need to click on Enable Web Threat Protection. And then we can set the security level that we would like to set. We can click on Medium, which is the recommended settings. You get to block most of the threats, but not too many false positives. Or you can click on Low, which is fewer web threats. It also reduces the risk of false positives. In our environment, we want to have as high a security as possible. We'll take the risk of having false positives, and so we'll go ahead and select High. We'll click Apply. All right, our operation has succeeded. We've set our security level to high and enabled web threat protection. Next, let's look at URL filtering, which comes as part of the web threat protection package. And on the URL filtering page, we're presented with several categories of URLs that we can block or filter. We'll go ahead and enable URL filtering. Take a look at some of these categories. For example, categories of URLs that are associated with bandwidth, such as internet, radio, and TV, jokes, and things that may be bandwidth intensive that you may not want your users to be getting to during business hours. You may allow them to have those during leisure hours, but you don't want them probably running those kind of things during work hours. There's also a category of URLs that are probably harmful to your computer, such as cookies and disease vectors, hacking types of websites. Those can be prevented during either business or leisure hours also. Adult websites is another category. Things that may be offensive to some or things that you don't want to have available on your network can be blocked through the URL filtering features. There's also business and social, general kinds of things. You can select the business days, define what business days are as possibly Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you have an organization that only works 4/10s, you might be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You can say that business times are all hours of the day or specific hours of the day. So let's go ahead and specify that our business hours are from 8 to 12 and from 1300 or 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon or 1700. So business times are Monday through Friday, 8 to 12 and 13 to 5. And so we'll go ahead and click Apply to set those as our business times. All right, we've set our business times, and now we can select different categories of URLs and whether or not they're filtered during leisure time. Now, bandwidth-related kind of things we probably don't want our users to be doing during business hours, so we'll select to filter those during business hours. Harmful content we probably want to filter during both business and leisure hours. Communication-related depends on the company and what kind of things you do, but if you don't want them using their instant messaging and peer-to-peer applications, it may be good to block those during business hours. Depending on the policies of your organization, you may want to block adult content, either during business hours or during leisure hours or both. And then it may be good to leave business-related topics and URLs open during business hours, depending on what you want to do. Social media, such as Facebook and such, maybe you want to have that blocked during business hours or leisure hours. For our purposes, I think this is a good set of filters for our company. So we'll go ahead and select those. And then we'll go ahead and click Apply. All right, our operation has succeeded. We've successfully applied URL filtering during business hours and leisure hours. We've also defined what our business hours are, and we've enabled web